I remember the first time I heard about the American dream. I was just a boy, sitting in a small kitchen with paint peeling off the walls, when my father told me that in America, if you work hard, you can achieve anything. We didn't have much. Some nights we could barely fill our bellies, but my parents fueled me with hope. They believed, and so did I, that hard work and determination would pave my way to a better life. That dream became my North Star through every hungry night and every hand-me-down I wore. I swore I'd climb out of that life and make my family proud. Now here I am, decades later, sitting alone in the dark, wondering where it all went wrong. I chased that dream my entire life, and I'm left asking myself if the price I paid was far too high. I left that little kitchen behind with stars in my eyes. At 18, a suitcase in one hand and a college acceptance letter in the other, I felt the American dream rushing toward me. I was the first in my family to set foot on a university campus, the pride of my parents and the hope of our hometown. Every lecture hall and late-night study session felt like a step toward a brighter future. I worked 2 part-time jobs between classes to cover what scholarships didn't. Ramen noodles for dinner, textbooks I could barely afford. It was tough, but I didn't complain. I believed this was all an investment, a necessary sacrifice. When I walked across the graduation stage, I owed tens of thousands in student loans. But I told myself, it's okay. I'll pay it off once I land a good job. In that moment, with the diploma in hand and the cheers of my family in the crowd, success felt inevitable. I was young, determined, and ready to grab that dream with both hands. Graduation was supposed to be my ticket to a good job and a steady life. But the summer after college, I found myself sleeping on a friend's couch, scrolling through countless job listings that led nowhere. The economy had shifted, and entry-level opportunities didn't gleam like I'd hoped. Eventually, I landed a position. Not my dream job, just a dull office role that barely paid enough to cover rent and those looming student loan payments. Still, I threw myself into it, determined to climb the ladder. The years started to blur together. Early mornings out the door, late nights under flickering fluorescent lights at the office. I ate cheap microwave dinners alone in a tiny apartment, too tired to do much else. Overtime hours and side gigs on weekends became routine. My 20s were slipping away one paycheck at a time, but I kept telling myself, next year will be better. Hard work pays off. It has to. I chased promotion after promotion, always stretching, always hoping. Yet somehow, no matter how hard I ran, the finish line kept moving further away. My hard work eventually brought me a few of the things I dreamed of, but each came with a price. I got married in my early 30s to a woman who believed in me and my dreams as much as I did. We rented a small house and soon we welcomed a baby boy into the world. I remember holding my son for the first time, overwhelmed with love, and whispering a promise to him. You'll have everything I didn't. That promise became my new drive and my new burden. With a family to support, I doubled down. I picked up extra shifts, volunteered for overtime, anything to bring in a few more dollars. There were months I worked 60, 70 hours or more. I left home before sunrise and returned long after my son was asleep. I thought if I just worked hard enough, I could give them the classic American dream, a home of our own, a yard for my boy to play in, maybe even a vacation someday. But the more I gave to my job, the more it demanded. I started waking up with my jaw clenched and my heart pounding in the middle of the night. Stress became my constant companion. My wife begged me to slow down after I nearly fainted at work one day. The doctor said my blood pressure was through the roof. But how could I slow down? The bills weren't slowing down at all. At home, I was becoming a ghost. I missed bedtime stories, First words, first steps. I'd creep into the house late at night to find our dinner table cleared and my wife asleep on the couch with the TV flickering. I'd stand over my son's crib, watching him sleep, feeling like a stranger to my own family. I was giving everything of myself to keep us above water, my time, my health, my happiness. Yet I could see the hurt in my wife's eyes and the confusion on my little boy's face when he woke in the morning asking for daddy. I was stretched to the breaking point, trying to be the provider, the hero of our story, and fearing I was failing at it all.